In this video, we're going to talk about problem 95 from your Calculus AB BC Summer Review Packet. So this problem asks us to find amplitude, period, vertical shift, and horizontal shift. Maybe not in that order, but that's what it asks us to find. So what we want to do is we want to line this equation here up with the formula for these waves. And the formula is some number, which is going to be your A value, and then the word cosine, and then another number, which is going to be your B value, times, and then you'll either have x or theta, plus or minus some number there, that's your C value, and then plus or minus some number out here, which is your D value. And all those letters stand for something different. Ooh, green. So A stands for amplitude. B doesn't stand for anything, but you can use it in a formula that period equals 2 pi over B, so you can kind of plug it in and go from there. C is your horizontal shift, but you have to flip the sign. And then D is your vertical shift. All right, I can't quite see that. You get it, it says vertical shift. So you just kind of bring all these numbers in, but before we do that, really quick, since this value here needs to actually be outside the parentheses in order for it to count as the B value, first we're just going to kind of do a greatest common factoring to get that outside of the parentheses. So if we just divide this by pi over 2, and then you got to divide this as well to be fair, then that brings your pi over 2 outside of the parentheses. It cancels this, and now it just says x. And then this, we need to figure out pi over 2. Do that. So we would have to multiply it by the reciprocal, which would be 2 over pi. Little pi's would cancel, so you would just get 2. So then this changes into 2. So now we can bring all those numbers down into these blanks here. So our amplitude is pi. And then this negative out here is not really part of the amplitude. It's just saying that the wave is reflected over the x-axis. Okay, and then our B value is pi over 2, which we're going to use to figure out our period. Our C value is positive 2, and eventually we're going to have to flip that sign. And then our D value, you don't see anything, so it's just, you didn't see anything, so it's just 0. So now we can figure out all our different things. So this little negative here means that it's reflected over the x-axis. This tells us that our amplitude is pi. We can figure out our period by using this B value here. So period is 2 pi over B. So it's going to be 2 pi over 2, because I just plugged in pi over 2 for B. Simplify that, so multiply this by its reciprocal. So the pi's cancel out, then 2 times 2 makes 4. So our period is 4. Okay, our horizontal shift, right here it says +2, so the horizontal shift is actually left 2. Well, we don't have to say horizontal shift. They'll know when they see left that we mean horizontal. And then there is no vertical shift. So there's the answer to problem 95 and the explanation for how you get it. If you need tutoring this summer to get you through the review packet, or if you feel like you need tutoring once you get into calculus, contact me. My contact information is at the end of the video and also below in the description. Thank you.